As a student, we might be used to do oral presentations at school. But imagine that you get graduated, you get a new job, and your boss asks you to do a presentation about something for your workmates, and you don't even know them because you are recently hired. So you feel nervous, stressed, and worried about the presentation you have to carry out. And this is because, of course, you don't want to give a bad first impression. If this were your case, what would you do? How would you react to your boss' assignment? Would you quit your job? Or would you rather try your best in order to impress the people in your workplace? If the answer for the last question was yes, this is the right place for you. Keep watching this video until the end so you will know some strategies to be a good orator and do your best in any kind of presentations that you may have in the future. Well, I'm making this video because I wish I knew this information in my previous job when I worked as a warehouse assistant. One day, my boss sent me to study a course about working in heist. And then after finishing the course, he asked me to do a presentation for my workmates, and unfortunately I didn't take it seriously. So next day I just went to my work with the notes I had taken in the course because I thought it would be just an informal talk and I didn't prepare anything. But when I entered the factory, I immediately realized that my boss had organized a room with chairs and he had gathered most of the workers in the factory. So I immediately felt blocked. I started sweating, my hands were shaking, my face turned red because I forgot everything. I didn't know how to do, I didn't know how to start. I could finish the presentation, fortunately, but my boss seemed to be really disappointed of my presentation. So I don't want you to live one experience so embarrassing like this. That's why today I'm gonna give you 5 suggestions to improve your public speaking skills and to impress everybody with your ability to speak in public. My first suggestion for you is to be confident. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you can do and with your abilities and capacities. But this doesn't mean that you don't have to prepare your presentation just because you are a good public speaker. Any kind of presentation, even the more informal one, has to be prepared and organized so the audience will feel connected with your speech. My second suggestion for you is to assess the quantity of information you are going to present. Of course, you don't want to get your audience bored or confused with a lot of information. You have to be concrete and select the information that is really relevant to meet the goals of your speech. My next suggestion for you is to organize your information using a structure easy to follow and remember. This way, you won't have to depend too much on notes. For example, you can draw a mind map using post-its and write a keyword per post-it. This way, if you lose your train of thought in the middle of the presentation, you could quickly find what's the idea that goes next. But in the other hand, if you have too much text, too much note, it will be really difficult to find the idea that you forgot. So you will end up reading the whole text. My fourth suggestion for you is to work on your body language, because this also gives a lot of information to the public so they will understand better your message. A relaxed posture will give an excellent impression to the audience, but a stiff posture will cause all the contrary. My last suggestion for you today is to work on your verbal expression. You have to practice your pronunciation and also try to make gestures while talking so your public can understand better what you are talking about. This is all for today, but remember that practice makes perfect. So keep practicing a lot so you will get a great public speaker.